do want to give you a little more context on what comes next and where the investigation goes from here.
Aviation expert Jon Kettles joins us now this morning. Jon, I appreciate you waking up early with us. What is the first thing that investigators look for after a crash like this?
Good morning. Well, the NTSB has exclusive control over the wreckage and records. So they control everything, what I call like inside the police tape. And they're going to be looking at a range of things. But the two big issues that most people aren't aware of is quite often the NTSB stops looking, meaning they don't keep looking for the why, the root cause. The other thing that most people don't realize is that the NTSB's purpose is to determine the cause to prevent a reoccurrence. However, the NTSB's opinion about what happened and why it happened is not admissible in court. So they have complete control, but that information, the NTSB's opinion, cannot be used by the people that are directly affected, meaning the family of the pilot killed in the crash.
So we heard from our own reporters last night on scene talking to eyewitnesses. A lot of people saw this happen. How much do investigators rely on those eyewitness accounts of the crash?
The eyewitness accounts are important, but they have to be all put together. For example, you can get 10 different versions of the exact same event. If you put those together and analyze them, you can come up with a good picture. But any one eyewitness may be quite off. So they use it, but they keep that in mind when they think about different perspectives of different people.
Jon, I know with crashes like these, it often seems like it takes months, if not even years, to get the final report from the NTSB. Why does it take so long, and when might we expect to hear from them?
Usually, case like this, you would guesstimate about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. The NTSB has about 300 field investigators, so they're busy. They also rely on technical expertise from, say, the aircraft manufacturer, the engine manufacturer. It's a slow process, I think, because one, they're overloaded. Any individual investigator may be working a dozen cases at any one time. So I think just inherently lack of personnel of the NTSB and gathering information. So you're looking at about a year and a half to 2 years for the NTSB's probable cause report. But like I said, really the people directly affected cannot use that report.
All right, Jon Kettles, we appreciate the perspective and that you woke up with us early. Thank you again.
My pleasure.
Now, we know this crash is impacting businesses in that shopping center, one of their busiest weeks of the year. We're going to have more on that and what they're having to tell their customers. We're also going to keep you updated throughout the day as we do hear from law enforcement and potentially the NTSB. So we'll have that at WFAA.com and, of course, through our app.